guys, so you guys have asked us a lot of questions, so we're gonna answer them. Disclaimer: these are our experiences and our opinions and what work best for us. So take everything with a grain of salt. Understand everything is in context and that your situation may be very different from ours. So that being said, let's do this. Is he real? Yes. He's real.
No.
He is real.
I'm recharging right now. Leave me alone.
So, what do you and the husband do for work?
I am a police officer.
I am a master's student in clinical and mental health counseling. I am a personal trainer and a nutrition coach. Can we clone him?
No.
Dating son's father for 9 years. Hasn't changed until I met an awesome man who spoils me and loves my child. Baby daddy has convinced me he's changed, but for how long? Should I move on or try again? Move on. If he hasn't done anything in 9 years until you have a new man who's treating you well, yeah, he's just trying to keep you, and he is not changed. I'd say run.
100%.
How do you handle when he does something that triggers you that's seemingly harmless? I mean, it's really all in context, and it's about communication, because something that's really small that can trigger me, you know, he asks the right questions. You know, are you okay? What can I do? How can I help you? Do we just need to let it pass? I mean, you never know when it's going to happen. So there's not much you can do to prepare for it, really, but it's really just about the partner being as understanding as possible.
Yeah, and what I've learned seems to help is if something does come up, let it go, sleep on it, bring it up maybe the next day when both parties are already, nobody's in a bad place.
Right.
And then just have a conversation about how to avoid it or even what caused it. Sometimes you can figure it out, sometimes you can't. You just deal with it as they come.
Yeah. How did he help you get through some of the trauma your ex caused for you? He was there. And again, he asked the right questions. He didn't judge. That was huge. He didn't necessarily even ask exactly what it was that my ex had done to me, but he sought to understand my trauma and my reactions and how to help rather than, you know, he was just there. So, how do you not react to a new person in the same way you would have the old person? I mean, this one's pretty simple, that your new person is not the same. You may have triggers, you may have some trauma that you have to deal with and overcome, but ultimately, the new person you're dating is completely different with completely different experiences. So if you don't go in with an open mind and you're treating them the same as you did your old person, I mean, it's going to be a toxic relationship from the start. You have to go in with an open mind and trust until the trust is taken away.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like, you just have to, if you keep reacting the same way to the new person, you're going to end up in the same spot you were with the old person. So, you know, if the new person starts acting like the old person, then you know what to do.
Right away.
Exactly.
What's something he does that just makes you melt? I mean, first, look at him. He's just all of this. I mean, it's honestly the little things. Like the other day, we had plans with a friend, and those plans changed a little bit. Our friend called us, and he was good with the new setup, but instead of just saying, yeah, that's all good, he said, you know, hold on a second, let me check to make sure that's okay. So checking, you know, the little things like checking in with me on, again, something that's seemingly meaningless can make a big difference. You know, feeling respected and feeling like your opinion matters. What's something you do that makes him melt?
I'm not really the melting person.
That's true.
But, I mean, it's easy. This relationship is easier because she makes me want to be better. So it's not Like, it's not that I melt, but, you know, she deserves better. So that's what I try to do.
He's so awesome. How long were you split from your ex before you met your husband? I mean, it's kind of a tricky question because we met when me and my ex were together and when he was still married, just again through a mutual friend. We started dating about 3 weeks after me and my ex broke up. He was already dating somebody well into that. And he was about 2 months divorced officially from his ex-wife. So how do you get over an ex if you're in a relationship with someone else? Well, first off, if you're not over someone else, you shouldn't be in a relationship with another person. I mean, dating, different story. You know, playing the field, different story. You got to get back out there, but you need to be upfront with someone about if you're not over another person, if you're going to get in a relationship with them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you can't get into a good relationship if you're still hung up on somebody else. You're setting yourself and the new person up for failure. So
how and where did you meet?
Strip club.
No.
That's not true.
It's not true.
I've never been to one.
That's also not true. Long story short, we met at the gym through a mutual friend, and then he ended up actually living 3 doors down from me when you were going through your divorce. So, do triggers, panic attacks ever go away? I mean, that's a very personal thing. I mean, it's so different for everybody. So I'll answer for me specifically. Being in this relationship has helped them happen less often. So, I mean, for someone else, they may last a very long time, but I mean, I know just that healthy communication in our relationship and how he helps me has made them a lot better and happen less often. How did he react when you started to open up about previous abusive relationship?
I don't know if I really had like a major reaction. It was more, I was surprised at what she put up with. I was surprised she put up with that idiot for that long. And I realized real quick my job was going to be easy because the other guy was so bad. Like, I think I should like send him a fruit basket or something. Just for being like, thank you for being a moron. You know, so
Fruit basket.
I mean, you know, so yeah, I don't think I really had a reaction. I think, you know, it was more of a surprise that she put up with it. And, you know, it like I say, just made my job easier.
Does he have a brother or even a sister?
Yes, I have one brother, one sister. They are both happily married, so they are not available.
Off the market. How did you have confidence to date again? I mean, honestly, I had no idea where to even begin because I didn't realize how toxic our relationship was and that I had been dating a narcissist until it was over. And I mean, you just got to put yourself out there and realize that not everybody is the same, and learn how to trust your instincts and your gut that you didn't trust before. So it's really about having confidence in yourself and just getting out there and doing it. It's scary, but otherwise you're going to just be by yourself. Did you know that you look like Chuck Liddell?
No.
No.
Yeah, I've been getting that comment long before I had the mohawk. Yeah, it is what it is. You know, I just hope he's not upset if somebody tells him he looks like me, because, you know, one of us is very upset about that comment. Let's just put it that way.
Did you also know that you look like Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, I've heard that as well. And I am not dressing up like Yondu for Halloween.
Yankees? Really?
Absolutely. I've liked the Yankees since I was a little kid. There was no reason. I'm from Missouri.
Tell them why there's a reason.
I like the pinstripes. When I was a kid, I loved pinstripes. I still love pinstripes today. That's how it started, and you know, I'm still a fan. So That's all right. Hopefully they'll do something cool next year.
Pinstripes. Where did you get him? Are there other unicorns where he comes from?
No, they're not.
I got him at the gym. There's some good ones there. You know.
That is true.
Some good ones there.
Luckily, there's only one of me for everybody involved, but...
Does the nagging feeling you're always wrong when you both know you're not ever go away? Yes. As you gain confidence in yourself and in your feelings and in your intuition, as you heal, that feeling will go away. You may continue to question yourself and try to find some validation, but when you're in a healthy relationship, it doesn't, you don't really put yourself in that position. You're not really ever put in that position where the other person's telling you that your feelings are wrong or that you're wrong or that your perception is wrong, because that's your perception and your feelings. And just because you feel a certain way doesn't make you wrong. You know?
Yeah,
right?
I agree with that.
How did you come to realize how toxic the other relationship was? Well, let me tell you. Didn't know until after the relationship was over, like I previously said. But it was just little things. Like when we started dating, we were laying on the couch, and I know I need to do a video on this because it's pretty funny. But we're watching TV, and I lay my head down on his lap, and then I looked at him, I go, let me know when my head gets too heavy. He looked at me like, what? I was like, let me know when my head gets too heavy. He's like, that's not a thing. And so it's just stuff like that. And like the videos that I post that I had no idea until I was told otherwise, that that's not a normal thing.
It's not okay.
It's not okay. So, was it hard to bring up trauma to husband? I mean, yes and no. I mean, again, certain situations I didn't realize that were toxic or not right until they happened. But other things, you know, I have one story I'm saving for you guys for a little while down the road, but to tell someone about something really traumatic that happened to you, you have to be ready in a certain respect, and you have to have a certain level of trust with that person, because some of it is so personal and affected you so much that you don't ever want that to be thrown back in your face. So, I mean, yes, some things, no, not others. Different for everyone. Why is the toxic guy a Cardinals fan and the healthy guy a Yankee fan? Well, my ex was a diehard Cardinals fan. I have no beef with the team. I actually really like the Cardinals. But my husband, who's my healthy relationship, is a diehard Yankees fan because of the pinstripes. I'm curious, does toxic guy know how much of an inspiration you are to people? Aw, thank you. I have no idea. I have him blocked on all social media, including his family, so...
Yeah, we don't hang out.
We
so.
don't hang out often. Does he offer classes? I would like to drop mine off and pick him up fully retrained.
Yeah, so as far as classes go, no, because being the person I am didn't come from classes. I didn't just, read it in a book.
In a book.
I am the way I am because of past experiences and just life in general. But if you want to drop him off, go ahead. When you pick him up, he's probably going to be hungover.
And per request,
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.